What is going on, everyone in the XRP community? Hope you guys are having yourselves a fantastic day today, as usual. And as usual, I have some new information for you guys today, or well, new information. It's a really old discussion. I'm disappointed we still have to talk about this, but unfortunately, it still is somewhat of an issue. Not really an issue. This is just a minor bump in the road that we got to get across. So today, I'm actually turning on the camera for the videos. The reason why I started making videos without the face cam was because I didn't like my bedroom setup. For the stream, obviously I let you guys see this was, when I was in the other room. And I was like, you know what? Well, wait a second. I got the cool mic now. I got the cool setup. We got to have the camera on. And plus, does this mic just not look cool, right? Anyways, so this morning I watched a video from Sam I Am, and I highly recommend you check it out. And it's basically the latest update of the Ripple security lawsuit. As you guys know, there's this one guy named Ryan who bought the top like a moron, and then because it dropped, that's Ripple's fault now, and he wants their money, basically. And then that kind of spiraled into a couple other people in the state of California, I guess, joined in on this. So, I have literally no legal knowledge at all, but from what I remember, it was one guy that started it, but then they turned it into multiple people in the state of California that, bought the top and then lost money, so it's Ripple's fault. And I gotta say, guys, after watching Sam's video, and if you don't want to read through the actual, I just want to call it transcript, I guess, of that 20-page transcript of Ripple's response. Oh my God, the plaintiff just, wow. He's got nothing. He has nothing on Ripple. That's what's hilarious here. So let's go ahead. Let's get into it. So let's get just a brief kind of recap from CoinDesk. Now I know exactly CoinDesk isn't the greatest source of information for Ripple and XRP based information, but this one, it's kind of, I guess you could say it's neutral, but it kind of just, summarizes it where it's just very, very simple to understand. So further subsequent arguments made by plaintiffs contradict their original claims, Ripple said in the December 4th filing with the U.S. District Court for the Northern District of California. It's the latest document filed in the back and forth since the federal court appointed Bradley Sostak, the lead plaintiff in the ongoing case. Sostak filed his initial amended complaint in August 2019. The plaintiffs claim the company sold XRP as an unregistered security to retail investors. Funny how that works, because to be a security, a legitimate established institution must issue the asset, which did not happen with XRP. Anyways, the filing largely reiterated arguments Ripple made in an earlier motion to dismiss the case. That the amended complaint filed in August missed a legal deadline. That's the whole thing about, okay, if you are claiming that you bought an unregistered security, you got to do it within 3 years once it has actually been, created, right? Now, what's funny here is that from watching Sam's video, the point I'm getting is that, again, this guy has so many just stupid arguments. These arguments, I don't know how this is legitimately holding up as a lawsuit in court. But now he's basically saying, oh, well, no, with the Ripple escrow, and every single month they're issuing brand new XRP to investors. So the 3-year-old doesn't matter. I'm like, oh my God, dude, it's the same XRP. It's the same XRP. He's calling it the new XRP. It's like, no, it's not freaking Bitards. What was it? The Ripple one? Look, this ain't no new XRP, okay? It's the same exact XRP that you bought the top in January 2018. So, as such, Ripple once again has sidestepped the. Okay, this is where you get the CoinDesk bias here. As such, Ripple once again has sidestepped the most important question the case poses for the digital asset industry: whether XRP, the third largest cryptocurrency by market capitalization, is a security under U.S. Now, let's make it very clear. In Japan, in the UK, in a numerous amount of other countries in Southeast Asia, it has already been deemed a non-secure. Okay. Now, in the UK, it is full-on considered like a utility exchange token. In Japan, which this is probably one of the main reasons why XRP bank usage, in my opinion, I'm predicting it's going to start in Japan. 100% XRP bank usage, like at full scale, that's going to start in Japan, spread across Southeast Asia, and then continue to spread like wildfire from there. Now, in Japan, it is not only not classified as a security, but the Japanese actually look at XRP as a legitimate currency. So whether it's classified as a currency, commodity, utility exchange token, whatever, any three of those, it's better than being a security. So, what date do we have to look forward to? As obvious because of the title. So if you see here, CoinDesk, they did link the Ripple response and Control F, January 15. January 15th, 2020, a little over a month away from now, at 9 a.m. in courtroom 3 with Judge Phyllis Hamilton. Well, Phyllis Hamilton, please dismiss this case. This is such a joke. I mean, the amount of invalid arguments the plaintiff is making. Good God. So now I'm not going to read the entire thing like Sam did. You guys can go check out his video if you want to. But Ripple does kind of like a, I guess you can call this like an index of like everything that every talking point they go over in the actual response. So it's like, okay, the Plaintiff Securities Act claims are barred by the Act statute of response or of repose. The first offered rule is a well-settled law. The first offered rule requires dismissal of plaintiff's claims. Plaintiff cannot allege new XRP or that it reset the statute of response. And the funny thing is that the plaintiff in this case, he was citing CNBC articles about XRP. So that's just to give you an idea of how intelligent this guy is. And then it's like Plaintiff Securities Act claims fail because he has not alleged XRP was purchased in an initial distribution. Plaintiff Securities Act claims fail because he's not alleged defendants are statutory sellers. And basically, let me give you the whole recap. It's all bullshit. This guy's got nothing on him. We got former SEC officials defending Ripple in this case. All right. So who's going to win? Moonboy that bought the top, former SEC officials. I think I'm going to lean more towards former SEC officials. So, guys, at the end of the day, I don't need to provide some argument like, okay, here's why Ripple's going to win. I mean, dude, they're obviously going to. Ripple freaking practically won the R3 Ripple settlement. And now this, it's like, I feel like, yes, we do have regulatory uncertainty. I mean, I guess that's obvious, but the point I'm trying to make here is that I feel like we are being held back a bit in just the US. And that's the thing. It's like, if I was a bank and I didn't know for 100% sure what the US is classifying this as, it's like, am I really willing to take legal risk for 70 to 80% savings? I mean, that might be different for some banks, but I can see where this case actually ending, and when the case actually gets dismissed, then that tells everybody in the court of law, like, okay, XRP is not a security, because if it was, the plaintiff would have won this case. So essentially, guys, I really do want to give you guys some hope, because I feel like we have a decent chance now. You guys, oh my God, court. God, it seems like it never ends when you're in it, right? But this is coming up in a little over a month, and this is the defendant's reply in support of motion to dismiss. And Phyllis Hamilton, dear God, please have just see the irrationality in the plaintiff's argument and just get this over with. Let's put this XRP security discussion in the past. Let's get officially classified as a currency, commodity, utility exchange token in the US, because I feel like if that happens, we will actually be accelerating the adoption of XRP in the United States. Now, for example, like MoneyGram, they operate in the US, but at the same time, they're also like an international company. So it's like, I don't know if the laws are different there, but if you're just a domestic US bank, I feel like there are some real legality issues to bring up if the asset that you want to use for transfer, I guess in some way, some shape or form, I mean, you're going to run into some problems if it's not actually properly classified by the U.S. government. And that's really what we need. That's the thing. all these other countries, in terms of digital asset adoption, are absolutely whooping the US's ass. I mean, we have our both friend and arch nemesis China developing their own CBDC, yet the Federal Reserve comes out and says, oh, for the next 5 years, we see no purpose in creating our own digital currency. It's like, okay, well, if our arch nemesis is doing so, I mean, come on, really? I mean, when they were talking about going into space, we really cared about that. But then when we're going into the next generation of currency and value transfers, we know it's like, oh, okay, we don't need to do it. So honestly, it's a little over a month away, and I'm hoping we can get that just little piece of good news. Maybe XRP drops 2 cents on the same day. Who cares? As long as we can get that 100% classification out of federal court that XRP is thereby not a security, I feel like we could see some accelerated adoption. Now, I'm not saying that being not a security is just going to instantly bring us to the top of adoption. I mean, obviously, it's still going to take time, but I feel like, again, it's a step in the right direction. So, guys, this lawsuit's been going on for nearly 2 years now, and damn, the plaintiff just has nothing. I'm telling you guys, watch Sam's video. It's laughable. I mean, it is laughable, the kinds of claims this guy's making. I mean, the new XRP. So what's funny is this the last thing I'll say about the plaintiff's argument, is he says that the escrow that's happening each month is that they're taking that escrow and then it's being distributed to retail investors. And I'm like, hey, dumbass. Escrow is actually used to sell over-the-counter to institutions, so your argument's already invalid. And by the way, what happened to the last escrow? They didn't sell any XRP, which now I'm starting to think, okay, does that have anything to do with this case? But I doubt it. But it's like, dude, really? The guy doesn't even know what the escrow is. He thinks the escrow is where Ripple takes that currency and just sells it directly to retail investors. Now, yeah, they will, I guess, take some of that and sell it on the open market programmatically, which is like less than 0.2 something percent of the total volume. I mean, come on, this guy literally doesn't even understand the escrow. The escrow sells OTC to institutions, not retail investors. So, guys, if you do want to read this whole thing or watch Sam's video, go for it. I mean, I recommend you should. It's just, I mean, the guy is citing CNBC articles. That's what he was doing. He was citing CNBC articles. And really, the final thing I want to say is where this is really stupid is Ripple didn't sell him the XRP. Ripple did not sell him the XRP. This is what's stupid, and I really hope the judge has intelligence and can just realize, okay, this is just BS. This is going nowhere. Ripple clearly has the upper hand here. They're the one in the right. Because, I mean, good God. You made your own decision to go to a third-party exchange and send your own money when you very well knew that the price of XRP was very, very extended to the point where you are at maximum financial risk. So this is what I'd love. This is what I'd love to tell the judge. Okay, screw all this stuff right here, right? Everything. A man goes to a third-party exchange on his own time, on his own will, signs up, wires over his US dollars, makes his own decision to buy XRP when he knew it was hyperextended. And then, oh, shocker, you bought an asset and it dropped? Oh, I'm sorry. Welcome to investing. The market does not give a damn what you think. So, I mean, okay, a man goes to a third-party exchange, buys peer-to-peer directly from some other person who's selling their XRP, but that's Ripple's fault that you lost money. Okay, so basically, if this guy wins the case, then if you buy Google and Google drops 2%, you can go sue Google. Oh, if Home Depot crashes 25%, you can go sue Home Depot for losing money. So, guys, there is literally no way in hell the plaintiff is going to win. There's just no way that's going to happen. And I have full confidence Ripple is going to win this lawsuit. They're 100% going to win it. Now, I know they're going to win it, but that doesn't mean that January 15th is the end-all, be-all, and then it's done. I'm hoping so, but if you guys have ever been through the court system, it just lasts forever. It just never stops. So I am hoping that January 15th, 2020 rolls around. Hopefully we got a little better price action, and we can get the breaking news XRP officially declared a non-security in the United States. And you never know. You never know. That may just be the green light for some institutions to step forward into the XRP ledger. Because now they can step into it without having to worry about any legalities. So guys, very, very old discussion, I know. Very, very old news, but we do have an update on that stuff. So just want to make that quick video today. God, the arguments are laughable. They're just, okay, now there's new XRP with new code. It's like, it's the same XRP. It's the same. So this is pretty hilarious, guys. So next time you buy an asset and it drops, just know you can take him to court in the state of California. I mean, yeah, imagine that. Okay. If I buy gold, an independent asset not tied to any country or economy. What does that sound like to you? Yeah. So what if I buy gold and gold drops 25%? Who do I sue for that? Who do I sue for that? JP Morgan? I know they manipulate the metals market, so it's like, God, dude. Like, have some damn accountability. I feel like in today's age, there's just no accountability with anyone. And here's the thing. Okay, yeah, you put whatever, a couple $1,000s in XRP and you lost like 90% of it. Okay, but now you're spending probably thousands on court fees and wasting all this time on this lawsuit. So it's like, you just suck it up and take the loss and accumulate more. I mean, God, the irrationality in people nowadays, guys, it's getting nuts. I mean, yes, we are, advanced in the sense of digital technology, but good God, people get stupid sometimes. So, all right, guys, that's really all I had for you guys today. That's just a little date to look forward to. Hopefully we hear a little something. But if not, I'll keep you guys posted. So, oh, his name is Bradley Garlinghouse. Oh, that's good to know. No. All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning the video today. Really do appreciate it. Make sure you smash the like, subscribe, check the links in the description. If you would like to support the channel, get yourself a Ledger Nano S. Keep that cryptocurrency nice, safe, and offline. Also, guys, Boneworks. I know like 99% of you guys don't care about this, but Boneworks comes out in 3 days. Today, I'm going to get all this freaking stuff set up for the stream because I want to have a wicked Boneworks stream on Tuesday. Because, guys, I'm telling you, this game is revolutionary. The physics engine, it's the XRP of VR physics engine. I'll tell you that. This is going to cause huge AAA titles to come into this space. Mark my words. So if there's any VR companies you can invest in, that'd be something to look into, but they're all private. So, anyways, that's all I got for you today, guys. Thanks so much for tuning the video today. You guys, the next one.